Dear student, in last video we completed example 10.1 and now we are going to see example 10.2. Let's see. Example 10.2, page number 170. Now first of all we read the question. An object 4 cm in size is placed at 25 cm in front of concave mirror. Then first of all concave mirror we have to draw here. Principal axis, pole, center of curvature, focus, point. Here an object of 4 cm. Now above the principal axis, that is the height we have to take positive plus 4 cm object is there, is placed 25 cm from the mirror. Now this is the direction of incident ray and direction of measurement to the object is opposite to the direction of incident ray. So we have to take minus 25 cm. And focal length is given, that is the 15 cm. Now again focal length from P to F we have to measure in this direction. So that is the minus 15 cm. And we have to calculate V and H dash. First of all we have to write given values. Height of object is 4 cm. Object distance u is equal to minus 25 cm. Focal length is given minus 15 cm. We have to calculate V and H dash of image distance and image height. We use mirrors formula 1 upon u plus 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon f. Putting all the values, 1 upon minus 25 plus 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon minus 15. Therefore 1 upon v is equal to minus 1 by 15 plus this minus become plus here 1 upon 25. What is the LCM? 75. 15 and 25 LCM is 75. Here minus 5 plus 3. Therefore 1 upon V is equal to minus 5 plus 3 minus 2 upon 75. Taking reciprocal, V is equal to 75 by minus 2. V is equal to minus 37.5 centimeter. The value of V is negative, so we get real and inverted image. V negative, so we get real and inverted image. Now we have to find H dash. Magnification is equal to H dash upon H is equal to minus V upon U. Therefore H dash we have to calculate here. What is the value of H? 4 minus V is equal to minus 37.5 upon value of U. Object distance is minus 25. This minus sign and this minus sign get cancelled. h dash is equal to minus 37.5, this minus minus cut, then minus 37.5 multiplied by 4 divided by 25. After calculating all this, we get h dash is equal to minus 6 centimeter. Now our object is of height 4 centimeter and we get image 6 centimeter. So our image is magnified. Larger than the object. Here we completed example 10.2. Now next topic is refraction. Refraction of light. Now what is the refraction of light? Consider surface which separate two medium, medium 1 and medium 2. Here we have to consider transparent medium. There are three transparent medium: air is a transparent medium, glass and water. These are the transparent medium. Then light rays goes from air to glass also, glass to air, air to water, water to air. Then this is the surface which separate two transparent medium, medium 1 and medium 2. Now this is the incident ray. Incident ray, point of incidence. At this point of incidence we draw normal to the surface. Now if these two medium are same, then this incident ray moves in this direction. This is the original direction. But due to different medium, this incident ray bend and change its direction. This is called the refracted ray. Now we will see definition of refraction. When light rays goes from one transparent medium to other transparent medium, its velocity changes and so its path also changes. This is the original path and this is the changing path. This is called the refraction. When light rays moves from one transparent medium to other transparent medium, its velocity changes and due to this its path also changes. Incident ray and this is the refracted ray. Now angle between normal and n dash. Angle between normal and incident ray, that is angle of incident. Angle of incident. And the angle between normal and refracted ray, that is called the angle of refraction. Angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Now after refraction of light we will see laws. Laws of refraction. There are two laws of refraction. First one, laws of refraction, two laws. First one, incident ray, normal and refracted ray all lie in the same plane. Incident ray, normal and refracted ray all lie in the same plane. And second law, the ratio of sine of angle of incident to Sign of angle of refraction is always constant. These are the two laws of refraction. First, incident ray, normal, refracted ray, all lie in the same plane. And second one is very important. The ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is constant. And this statement is also called the Snell's law. Snell's law. And this constant is called refractive index. This constant is called as the refractive index. So, next topic we will see the refractive index. Here we completed refraction of light and laws of refraction. Next topic is the refractive index. Refractive index is denoted by letter small n. Now, what is the refractive index? After the refraction, the refracted ray bend from the original path. Then, in how many extent this path bend, that thing gives the refractive index. The refractive index, here we draw diagram, medium 1, medium 2, incident ray, normal and refracted ray. Here the velocity, speed is v1, speed of medium light in medium 1 is v1, speed of light in medium 2 denoted by v2. Now, refractive index is related with the speed of light in medium 1 and medium 2. Then n21 is equal to velocity of light in medium 1 to velocity of light in medium 2. This is called refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. Again, if we have to find refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2, then we write here 1, 2 with respect to 2 is equal to velocity of light in medium 2 upon velocity of light medium 1. Now, if the first medium is vacuum, if first medium is vacuum, then that refractive index is called absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index. If first medium is vacuum, then that is called the absolute refractive index. Then absolute refractive index denoted by only n is equal to, first medium is vacuum, then velocity of light in vacuum we denote by letter c. And what is the value of c? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. And here v, any medium, air medium, glass medium or water medium, correct? Then this is the absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index simply we call the refractive index. This is the c, velocity of light in vacuum, and this is any medium. This is the formula for absolute refractive index. N is equal to c upon v, where c is the velocity of light in vacuum and value of c is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Now, refractive index of water is 1.33 and refractive index of glass is 1.52. Then what is the meaning of this? NW is equal to, this is the refractive index for water, velocity of light in vacuum to the velocity of light in water. Now velocity Ng, refractive index for glass, these are the fixed values, these values don't change. Now velocity of light in vacuum to the velocity of light in glass, that is the refractive index for water and glass. Now next topic we have to see refraction through glass slab. This is the important question, refraction through glass slab. Refraction through glass slab. Consider a glass slab. If glass slab is not present, then this is the direction of incident ray. But if we put the glass slab here, then this is the medium 1, medium 2 and medium 3. Medium 1 air, medium 2 glass and medium 3 again air. Then refraction is there. Consider ABCD is a glass slab. There are the two refracting surface. Here refraction is there. Medium changes, air medium to glass medium. Here also there is a refraction, glass medium change into air medium. Here we draw normal. This is the incident ray. Refracted ray, again we draw here normal, and this is the emergent ray. This one is called the emergent ray. See here, the direction of emergent ray and direction of incident ray, both are the parallel to each other. Then why these are parallel to each other? Because we have two refracting surface. That two reflecting surface are equal, AB is equal to DC and parallel to each other, correct? Now from this one we have to write 3 points for conclusion. First one, now air medium, glass medium, and water. If you consider these two medium, air and glass, air is called the rarer medium, glass is called the denser medium. If you consider these two, then water is rarer medium, glass is denser medium, and if you consider these two medium, air and water, then air is rarer medium, water is the denser medium. Now in first case, for the AB, surface AB, the ray, light ray moves from the rarer medium to denser medium. Rarer medium to denser medium for the surface AB, rarer medium to denser medium. Then it moves towards the normal. When light rays moves from rarer medium to denser medium, after refraction it moves towards the normal. It moves towards the normal. Second one, here denser medium to rarer medium. When light rays moves from denser medium to rarer medium, then what happen? Moves away from normal. This moves away from normal. And third, incident ray and emergent ray parallel to each other. Correct? This diagram is important. Refraction through a glass slab. Now in next video we will see about the lens. Thank you.